Hi guys, good morning, good afternoon, and thank you for joining the webinar today. My name is Subodh Agarwal, Director Customer Success Southeast Asia. So today we'll be discussing about TVU Producer with a new TVU Partyline. Before we start, I just want to mention that we will be having a Q&A session after the presentation, and we'd love to have your queries. So if you have any queries, just click on the tab bottom at the bottom Q&A and type in your queries. We'd love to answer them. I would love to introduce to everyone the concept of social production. TVU is working with our clients around the world and really trying to help to overcome the limitation brought by COVID-19 pandemic. In past few months, we are working to develop something which we believe is revolutionary. That is the concept of social production through TVU Partyline, which will enable talent, user-generated content, production and operational staff to work together in a collaborative fashion as if they're in the same PCR together from anywhere in the world. Before starting with Partyline, I will just give you a brief introduction of TVU Producer. Okay, TVU Producer is a cloud-based production platform, and we believe it's easy to use, robust, broadcast-grade cloud production environment in the market today. When we started to develop TVU Producer, we ensure that it's easy to use. In fact, what we see in today's cloud production environment, talent is a new operator. So they have to do everything of their own. So we want to design a production tool set which anyone can pick up and use. With that, build on the foundation of really robust broadcast grade functionality so that you get a professional quality along with easy to use. We'll have a small video to know an insight of TVU Producer.
TVU Producer is a live video production tool in the cloud. It allows multiple live and synchronized IP video streams to be seamlessly switched and combined with clip playout and graphics overlay from a simple browser-based interface. Programs produced in Producer can output to multiple destinations simultaneously, including TVU Grid for traditional SDI, NDI, or SMPTE2110 workflows, as well as multiple IP, social media, or CDN destinations, including Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, and more. A variety of IP devices can be used as inputs to Producer, including TVU packs, TVU Grid sources, or multiple synchronized SDI inputs via TVU RPS. It is also possible to input generic IP streams such as RTMP, HLS, SRT, YouTube VOD, and more. But it is TVU Anywhere, our iOS or Android-based transmitter, that when combined with TVU Producer creates the concept of social production, where both talent and production staff can create professional programming from virtually anywhere and without the limitations of traditional production tools. Live programs can be created quickly and efficiently without anyone actually having to be in the studio. Talent can quickly join a live production without complicated setup and easily communicate with others involved in the production with a familiar interface.
The use of TVU Producer has exploded over the past few weeks. Everyone has quickly adapted the new norms of producing from remote locations. Talent, technical, and production staff are all working from the remote location. TVU Producer has become a solution to help you to work completely remotely and on the cloud. Other tools like TVU Anywhere, Android or iOS-based transmitter had made the transition even more easy. But we did notice that there is one weak point of using TalkBack and IFB, which is not easily suited for a new remote production environment. They could be set up and managed, but difficult, especially for a rapid changing condition. Talent used to be in the same studio with the colleagues and being able to communicate and observe each other in the studio at the same time. This communication is key to the flow of production. There are some solutions to bring the return video feed from the remote location to the remote location, and it works, but typically it works only for one feed, and it becomes more difficult when you have multiple remote contributors. Many people use video conferencing tools, but they're not ideally suited for live production environment. So what we introduce is the concept of Partyline. It's a real-time interactive layer which enables production crew, talent, and equipment to interact with each other in the real time. Much like a traditional video conferencing solution, they don't have to be in a same physical location, but people can join remotely and easily. This is a simple layout to show how a lot of user-generated content on a cloud-based production are working with our home production. Most of the time, you have either a professional camera connected to a backpack or using TVU Anywhere mobile app for a talent interview or discussion from different locations, and have producer operational staff on the other locations. We bring all the content into the cloud. People, as I said, people use several meeting community tools, but they were compromised with the professional and the production quality. So what we did is implemented a real-time interactive layer of Partyline, which will help you to connect all the components of the production, be it a talent, be it a production staff, be it a user-generated content, citizen journalism, or fan engagement. All these elements which were separated from the broadcast environment earlier. Through Partyline, now we are able to bring them together to collaborate, discussions, preparation before the production environment, and then can easily be brought to the production environment. This will be like you have an unlimited cloud router with audio, video coming in, and you can hear each other and create a group. As you are in the same production location physically. Let's see a short video to start a party line.
To start a TVU Partyline session, simply press the Start Party button in the upper left corner. A URL will appear at the top of the UI. To add others to the party line, simply share the URL with them. Anyone using a Chrome browser or TVU Anywhere device running on Android or iOS will be able to join your Partyline session simply by clicking on the URL. As additional contributors join the Partyline, they will appear in the Partyline browser interface. It'll be possible to see and talk to each person on a low 350 millisecond latency connection, much like a standard video conferencing app. Echo cancelling and mix -1 ensure there is no feedback or echo in the conference line. On TVU Anywhere, it is also possible to see and hear all contributors to the party line. Again, echo cancellation and mix -1 ensure a smooth experience, and there is no need to use headphones. Preview of all Partyline participants is in HD quality and fully synchronized on a low 350 millisecond latency. This makes it possible for everyone to easily see and interact with each other, including the ability for talent to see body language cues as if they were in the same studio. For directors and technical staff, they can also join Partyline in voice-only mode from either a browser or TVU Anywhere. Voice cues from these participants can be set to only output from the left or right channel, so they're not confused with contributors involved in the program. Once the Partyline is set up, any TVU Anywhere participant can be easily added to a TVU Producer session from the Partyline interface. To do this, simply log into a TVU Producer session using the same TVU account. Select the session at the bottom of the Partyline interface, and then add any TVU Anywhere sources to available producer channels. This function makes it extremely easy to screen external contributors prior to adding them to an active producer session. TVU Anywhere transmission to Producer uses the IS Plus transmission protocol to ensure high picture quality and resiliency. When in an active Producer session, the program output of Producer appears in a large window at the top left of the Anywhere interface. It also appears in the web browser interface. This is on the same low latency preview as the Partyline. Having this preview allows contributors to see the final program output, including graphics, clip playback, and more in time with their interaction. Once again, this also includes mix-1, preventing any feedback or echo.
So as we see, the real-time interactive layer allows the ability to give you true social production. What I mean by social production is that the colleagues can join the production along with the talent remotely, just as on an ease like you joined a Zoom call today with me on this webinar. Another key point is that here the Partyline is directly integrated with the production tool itself. The first example of integration is with the TVU Producer, and soon we are coming up with the Partyline integration with our other TVU products like TVU transceivers, so that you can directly send the video from the Partyline to the transceivers, TVU transceivers, and take an SD output. No matter where you're located, you just need a public internet connection, a device simple as TVU Anywhere application on iOS Android-based phones, or any web browser. Removing all the technical hurdles, now allowing everyone to smooth interact on the same low latency connections. With that, I will move on to some features of TVU Producers. Okay, so I will be highlighting some of the features of TVU Producer. When we started developing TVU Producer, the first task was to make sure it is easy to use. And we won't sacrifice what the broadcaster or the professional demand from the production tool, like source synchronization and frame accurate capability. We have a lot of key technology, especially focusing to make sure that we are lining all these signals and producing the content that will be seamless to the operator and frame accurate at the output. Let's see a video how frame accurate the output of the producer is.
When TVU devices are used with Producer, they are automatically synchronized in the cloud, regardless of where sources may be located. No manual adjustment is necessary. The low latency, browser-based Producer interface provides the technical director with a true, frame-accurate preview of the sources being used, allowing them to make switching decisions based on what they see in the interface. Switches made in Producer will be absolutely frame-accurate on the output side.
Another new introduction we have done with TVU Producer is an audio mixer panel. It's a separate interface that allows audio operator to control input and output level of all the sources used in TVU production. As this is a separate URL, so the audio operator can log in separately and control this level. He could be sitting in the same room where you're doing the video switching or the graphic overlay, or he could be sitting remotely and logged into the same producer session. He not only have the ability to control the level, but can create a groups so that he can control multiple input with a single fader, and also has a common audio mixer tool such as pan, ability to mute any channel or solo the channel, and more. Let's see a short video how the audio mixer panel looks like.
Another exciting new Producer feature is our new audio panel. The audio panel is a separate interface for a particular Producer session that allows an audio operator to mix the audio for a program separately to the video and graphics operator. The audio operator can not only monitor each of the video feeds for a production, but they can also adjust all audio input levels as well as the master output. It's also possible to adjust pan for each channel and assign channels to groups for simple management of multiple sources. Each channel can also be muted or selected as a solo monitor for fine-tuning. The audio panel interface will be available shortly for Producer.
Another key function in Producer is graphic capability. When we build the capability of graphics, we make sure it's easy as possible. So we have the concept, what we say is what you see is what you get graphics. When it comes to a simple PNG, JPEG, and GIF file, an ability to easily import the graphics, move them around in the preview window, set the size and the position, and then take it easily on the air. We also have more professional level graphic tools for customers. We build in a sophisticated HTML layer as a part of the producer that can connect to many third-party applications, which will allow you to do graphic animation, tickers, full screen, and other graphic capabilities which are needed in the production environment. Let's see a short video how the graphics are introduced.
Producer also has multiple options for graphics overlays. For simple graphics, such as logo insertion or simple titles, it is possible to upload multiple JPEG, PNG, or GIF files to the producer session directly from the device hosting the session. Graphics can be easily added, scaled, and positioned in the preview window before being added to the program output. Multiple independent graphic elements can be simultaneously added to the session. For more complex graphics requirements, TVU has partnered with third-party graphics packages from companies like Singular Live and Neverknow. Graphics created in these packages can be loaded and managed directly from within the producer interface using the same methods.
Another function we have in Producer from day one is a replay option. A lot of interest of using Producer is from live post-production companies. The replay function automatically records 60 seconds of buffer of all the live input sources coming to the producer. So if you want to replay something, you have a nice and a simple to use interface which allow you to mark in and out of any portion of 60 seconds and cut it as a replay. This is the ideal case for post-production where you want to replay a goal or something like that. Let's have a look how the replay option works.
TVU Producer has a very simple to use replay function. The last 60 seconds of each TVU Producer source is recorded in the cloud automatically. By selecting the replay function, it's possible to select any of the input sources and review a timeline of the last 60 seconds. It is possible to set playback markers of a portion of the content. A preview of the in and out markers appears on the preview window on the left as you scrub. Once the replay segment is selected, by pressing the replay cut button, the marked segment will replay on the program output. After the segment has replayed, Producer will cut back to the previous selection.
Another good feature in TVU Producer is the ability to be flexible in the way to handle the output. We can output to both linear as well as digital platforms simultaneously. At the same time, the entire production is getting recorded, which can be used later after the production. So let's see the video where we can see how we can have, to which all platform we can do live from the producer.
Producer can output to multiple destinations simultaneously, including support for SDI, CDN, or social media workflows. For traditional SDI, NDI, or SMPTE 2110 workflow, Producer can output to a TVU grid device. For CDN or social media broadcast, it is possible to output either a standard RTMP or HLS stream. For applications such as Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitch, and more, TVU is integrated with APIs from these social media partners in order to seamlessly integrate to the social media environment. Multiple output sessions can be encoded and broadcast simultaneously. All sessions are also recorded in the cloud and available for later download.
As you know, a large majority of content these days are consumed through social media and on smartphone and tablets. But still, there's a demand to deliver the content through standard linear channels. Producing live content, either for portrait delivery on social media and standard 16:9 delivery for linear channels is difficult for a single tool. But TVU Producer make it easy. TVU Producer has a unique feature that allows the simple allow to set the multiple output formats simultaneously, both at the portrait and landscape mode at the same time. It is possible to output to Periscope on Facebook Live in 9:16 format and standard 16:9 to YouTube and linear channel at the same time. You can see in the picture in this mode, the TVU Producer UI provides the guideline to the producer to monitor both the landscape and the portrait mode production at the same time. All the production switching, graphics, clip playback, everything can be managed from one interface that suits both the productions. That ends my PPT, and we are moving to a Q&A session. If any question, guys? Yeah, I will invite Bonson to check the question and let me know.
Okay, we have some few questions which have been posted for us. The first question being asked by Sabar, like what is the minimum bandwidth required for the producer, maybe to use it as a user?
Okay, so if you talk about the producer, because if, in the producer we are getting 7 videos on the cloud. So the minimum bandwidth required will be 10 Mbps, okay, for the producer. And if you talk about the Partyline, what's the minimum bandwidth required for the Partyline or TVU anywhere, people for talent to join in, as we are using a smart VBR, so depends, whatever the bandwidth is there, we will try our level best to give you a good quality. But if you want a real HD quality, it should be more than 3 Mbps at each location. For the HD, if you're going for a standard definition, it can be lower also. I hope we answered your question.
Yes, the next question we believe is like, how does Partyline differ from the standard conference solutions?
Okay, that's a nice question. Okay, what's the difference between TVU Partyline and a standard video conferencing solution like Zoom or Team or something? Basically, these conferencing solutions are not designed for live production environment. Okay, if you are used to this platform, you see sometimes first of all, the video quality, the audio video quality is not up to the production quality. Secondly, you will see a lot of audio video sync outs in such type of platforms, which again can't be used for your Partyline, which again for the production. So when we talk about Partyline, we took into our mind that we have to use it for the real live production environment. So all these parameters which are not addressed in normal conferencing applications are being taken care in this Partyline.
Okay, now we have a question from Jeff. Can the system be installed in a OB WAN for ENG use and broadcast coverage?
Can you be more specific what exactly, like yes, it can be used in an OB WAN, that's not a problem, but yeah, it will not take a physical input because the entire production is happening on the cloud. So we are not taking any physical SDI input to that, but yes, if you want to give a SDI input, you can connect to a TVU pack or TVU transceiver. So we can get the video as a TVU grid video to the TVU producer. I hope we answered your question because we are not very much clear about the question.
Okay, so we have, I will read out 2 questions which are much similar. So one is from Anupam Shah asking like, is there an option to take RTMP feed as an input? At the same time, I would like to address the query of like Pudji, like, is it possible to have a source or input from a non-TVU live? So I think
yes, I think yes, it's possible. As I mentioned, that we can input any IP stream into the TVU producer. So as Anupam asked the RTMP feed, yes, we can give an RTMP feed to a TVU producer. And similarly, if we also want to for the Purji's question that if it's non-TVU live, if they can send it to an RTMP link, like any video coming from any of the source, they can send it to RTMP and we can pull it from the RTMP to the producer. Though we will not be a RTMP server, but you have to use our own RTMP server. We can just pull in any IP source, any external IP source, be it a RTMP, be it a HLS, be it a UDP. We can import any of the RTMP stream, any of the IP stream to the producer.
Next question from Donnie. It is like the output of PGM, can it be monitored using another product like Decklink Duo for monitoring output, or is it only cloud?
If you want to monitor the output by taking a SD output, you have to use a TVU grid facility. So you need to have a TVU transceiver where we can send the video, and you will take a SD output and you can monitor the output.
The next question is from Donna Sequera. Can we run 2 sessions of TVU Producer and cascade one into the other? Address more sources. This is the opportunity to address more sources.
So you're asking if you want to add more number of sources, but cascading thing is not possible. But yes, we have a capability to increase the sources, but that is case to case basis. But in general, we have only the capability of getting 4 live sources, 1 preset video and 1 IP stream. But if you want more number of sources coming in, so we can work on case to case, and we have a capability to increase the number of input coming to the producer. We can increase that.
We have a question again from Anupam Shah stating that is PIP or window preset available in TVU Producer? Also, can we use a local file as an input in Producer?
Yes, answer to both is yes. We have the option of PIP in the TVU Producer, and also we have an option of adding local file input. Like if you are a commercial or some video you want to play it, you can upload the video, local videos to the producer, and then you can play it when you need it.
We have a question from Eco. How is that source synchronization work on, like, I think, is it regarding Partyline or Producer? Synchronize, or how long the file that recorded is kept?
Firstly, for the source synchronization, it's basically a technology we are working on it. Okay, so it's basically a lot of technologies we are putting emphasis to make sure that all the sources are synchronized over the cloud. Okay, and the second part for the recordings, at present we are keeping the recording for a long time, like 1 month. Okay, but coming down the line, maybe we will be removing the recording in 1 week. We are not sure about that, but we always suggest once the production is over, you download your recording after the session.
What is the delay of Partyline, or can we set the delay of Partyline?
Yeah, by default, the delay is 350 milliseconds, and it's fixed basically, and we can't change the delay for the Partyline.
Sudhir Kumar has asked, like, is there an option to give return video to the reporter who is in the field?
Yeah, as I mentioned that TVU Partyline will help you to see all the contributors which are joined remotely. Even a studio video can be shared as a return video to the reporter. Yes, it's possible. If you're asking for the Partyline, and also if you're asking for generally for TVU products, we have the feature of sending the return video to the reporter, either in a mobile phone or a backpack or a web browser. We have an option on all the platforms.
Next question is from Donag. What is the input latency of every participant, and what is the round trip time for interactivity between host and participants? So this answers the same question which was asked earlier.
So everybody will be interacting like we are interacting on any video conferencing software with a delay of 350 milliseconds. So there will be no round of trip for them. Okay. On the production, definitely it's going on a cloud production, it will be with the delay, but in the production, it will not matter because all the videos will be coming synchronized. Okay, but when you say you want to do an interaction with all the talents and the host, so it will be over like without a delay of or minimum delay of 350 milliseconds for all of them to interact with each other.
Again, we have two similar questions like, is there a limitation to invite guest link? At the same time, how many input we can have?
Okay, the first question, how many guests you can invite? The system has capability of going to unlimited number of guests you can invite to a party line. Okay, and at present we say 100 user, but you can go beyond 100 user also. Okay, secondly, the second question is how many people you can put it to the production environment. At present, you can pull in four live sources from that 100 participant into the production environment. I hope I answered both the questions in this console.
How many inputs, we were not sure, like, is it with producer or is it with party line? So if it's party line, it's already answered. So from there, you can take it to producer.
So producer can have 4 live inputs from the party line to the production environment, you say.
Sabar is asking, do we need any special device for IFB or the intercom facility?
We don't need any special device for IFB. So it will be the same using if you're connected with a web browser from your laptop, so it will be using your laptop mic and speaker. And if you're connected with the phone, with the TVU Anywhere app, again, it will be using your phone, microphone and speaker. You don't need any special IFB device for this party line or producer.
Gopal Sivala is asking, can I take SDI individual output from TVU Producer?
Yes, for individual source, you're saying, or individual for the PGM?
Individual output PGM, we are not sure on how that question is put forth. But
so Gopalji, we can take PGM output as a SDI output for the PGM. But if you're talking about the individual source as output, no, we can't take an individual source as output. But yes, the final PGM out, you can take an SD output. As I said, you can have a TVU transceiver where you can receive the video and take an SD output.
Donak is asking, the 350 milliseconds, which is fixed, does it vary depending on the distance of the source?
No, it will not vary as depending on the distance. It will be fixed 350 millisecond. You're at any distance from the producer session, because everything is happening on the cloud. So you don't have to worry about the distance in this thing.
Jeff is asking how many seconds the latency of TVU system using in live field production and broadcast media coverage as a backup of microwave signal. That question is a bit...
I think it's out of this party line or producer thing, but Jeff, I want to answer it that TVU equipment can go at low, if you're talking about the backpack or encoder decoders. So it can go to minimum delay of 0.5 second.
So the last one which we have over here is from Aslan. If someone wants to go on TVU Producer and Party Line, and this is a user is new to this environment, is it possible to integrate this solution in the existing setup?
TVU server or any. As I mentioned, that Partyline is the first integration is with the TVU Producer, which is in cloud-based, and we are coming up with the Partyline integration with other TVU solution products like TVU Transceiver or TVU Packs. So from where you can directly join from Partyline to an output to a TVU server also, if you're not using TVU Producer. So you can take the Partyline output directly to your TVU servers also. I hope that's the question. Can you share?
Puji has requested for us, yes, we to share some behind the scene live production usage of the product. Yes, we can do that.
Yeah, Puji, we can do that. We can share you some of the case studies which we are doing it. We can share you some of the videos, and we will send you over your email ID all these case studies.
That sums up all the question. Again, like Jeff is asking, like, is there external use? There is an external device used as IFB to communicate with the presenter in field and in studio in real time.
As I mentioned earlier, I think we already answered this question. You don't need a special device for IFB. It's a simple, if you want to connect your headset, that's no normal thing. But you can connect without even a headset. You can talk to using your mic and the speaker of your laptop or your phone, you can talk. And the good part is you don't even need a headset because we are using mix -1 in this environment. You will not hear your echo going, or you will not seeing your audio back.
So that's all. I believe most of them we have answered. The rest of them, please post, like we can ask to post the queries.
Yeah, we have, I think, one more.
Is there any option his laptop's?
Yeah. Just recently came up with a feature of sharing the, so you can share this and on the party line. In the meantime, we are asking questions. I want to add that if you want to use TVU Producer and Partyline, you can just go to our TVU website and get yourself registered. So we will give you a demo account for TVU Producer, and the same account will be used for Partyline. So you can do a hands-on practice on that. Any more question, guys? Just want to mention again, if you missed any question, you can come back to us anytime by dropping a mail, and we will be love to answer your queries.
One last from maybe Sabah, how to get a trial license. I guess we already answered.
Yeah, you just have to go to TVU website. On the TVU Producer, you have to get yourself registered. You will get a trial hours for Producer, and with the same ID, you can log into the party line as well. In the center.
So Jeff has asked us a question regarding the IFB, which is put forth, like he is facing certain issues of 3 to 5 seconds delay. Can our TVU system help in reducing that or establish a better signal? We believe we have the VoIP, which is much, yeah, please.
Yeah, so we are using TVU voice as a VoIP. So this will help you to decrease this delay of the IFB in milliseconds. So you can use TVU voice for overcome this issue of 3 to 5 second delay.
Okay, so I believe most has been. Anything else, then we can just ask or like interact.
So guys, thank you for joining the session. And if you still have more queries, you can come back to us anytime and we will love to answer that. Thank you.